math, we've been learning about bar models, adding on, and taking away. Now, we learned yesterday that if I start with 3 green beans, Sierra, would you mind sitting back up? If I start with 3 green beans, and Sahada gives me 5 brown beans, all together I'll have 8 beans, right? I started with 3 beans, Sahada gave me 5 beans, that means I have altogether 8 beans. Well, what if I start with this and I say that I have 8 beans, but Summer was so hungry, she took away 3 of those beans. How many beans would I have left? Sasha?
5.
Yeah, right? Easy peasy. Now, what if I say this? Maya? Ayana? I have 3 berries. Maya gives me 1 berry. Ayana said, you know what, I want to give Miss Kessler 3 berries. So Ayana gives me 3 berries. How many berries do I have now? I started with 3 berries. Maya gave me 1. Ayana gave me 3. Justin, thank you for raising your hand quietly.
7.
I have 7 monkeys.
Beans.
7 beans?
Berries.
7 berries. Okay? Now, I have 7 berries. Medina says, how come you get all the berries? I want some berries. So Medina comes over and takes away 3 of my berries. I started with 7 berries, but Medina takes 3 away. How many berries do I have now? Darius?
4.
Wait a second. You're telling me that you guys can do this already? Yesterday, I only told you about adding on once, and you got it like that. How did you get it? You got it like that. Today, I'm telling you about taking away, and you got it like that. Let's do one more. If you have some of my berries, please come and bring them back. Thank you. All right. Whew. This is going to be a hard one. It's a hard one because there are larger numbers. So, I went to the store and I got 10 pieces of Tootsie Roll and I got 8 pieces of Charleston Chew. So all together, I have 18 pieces of candy. Well, Elise says, that's not fair at all. How come you get all that candy? So she's going to take some away. So I started with 18 pieces of candy. Elise is going to come and take 8 pieces away. I started with 18. Elise took away 8 pieces. How many do I have now? Alexis.
10.
Dust your shoulder off. This is easy peasy. So that was looking at a bar model in my hand. Are you ready to look at a bar model on the board? All right. Stand. And wiggle your way to the smartboard rug.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
We just looked at the bar model in our hands. And I said, you got it like that. Now it's time to look at a number story. I've been telling you number stories. For example, I started with 18 pieces of candy. Elise took away 8 pieces. That's a number bond. That's a bar model. That's a word problem. Just like this is. So let's look at this together. Samara has 358 looms. Wow. Maya went into her backpack and took 149 looms? Maya! I want to know, how many looms does Samara have now? So she had altogether, remember we can just do this if we're having a hard time writing that squiggly. Altogether, this whole thing was equal to 358. She had that many looms. That's a lot, Samara. But Maya said, I want some of those looms. How many does she want? Sasha.
149.
She wants 149. So she says, snap. And she takes those away. How many is she left with? That's what I want to know. I started with a big number. She, snap, took it away. What kind of problem is that? What kind of problem is that, Ayana?
Subtraction.
Whoa, can you say that again?
Subtraction.
It's a what kind of a problem?
Subtraction.
If it's subtraction when she, snap, takes it away, how do I write that subtraction problem? Do I write 149 minus 300? Ooh, Alexis is saying, Miss Kessler, you must have woke up on the wrong side of the bed again. We can't do that. Why? Medina.
Because that's less than that.
And what number always goes on top?
The greater number.
The greater number. Ooh, what a scientific way of saying that. So 358 always goes on top because it's always going to be bigger than 149. 149 goes on the bottom, and then I put an addition sign. Oh, Yuki, you're looking at me like, whoo! You must have eaten Crazy-O's this morning. What do I put here? A minus sign. Okay, so I'm looking at my problem. Automatically, I see more on the floor. Jasmine, what do I have to do? I have to go next door. Knock, knock, knock.
Knock, knock, knock.
Mr. 10.
Mr. 10.
Can we please borrow 110?
Can we please borrow 110?
5, I guess I could get. Sure.
Sure.
So he's going to give us one. If he gives us one, how many does he have left? He has 4. And he gives it to us. So now how many ones do we have?
We have 1.
Look at how many ones we have. How many is right here, honey? 18. So we have 18 minus 9, and I think you already told me the answer. What is the answer? 9. Mark was so ahead of it, he was solving this problem before we were looking at it. So 18 minus 9 is 9. Ooh, that's a double fact, right? 9 plus 9 is 18. Pretty cool. Now I look at the tens. Numbers the same.
Zeros the same.
Zeros the game.
Zeros the game.
Now I look at the hundreds. More on the top.
More on the top.
No need to stop.
No need to stop.
Remember I said that there are some addition facts that you should know like that? Well, there are some subtraction facts you should know like that too. 3, if you take 3 and you take 1 away, you should know that like that. And Tony, what is that answer? 2. Tony, thank you so much for raising your hand. I know it's kind of getting a little bit more fun, but you're still remembering to show respect and to raise your hand. sorry. Samara has how many looms left? Elise. She has 209 looms left. That's pretty amazing. Maya. Now, I said that you just went into her backpack to take it. I bet you asked her. Did you ask her? Let's see if she asked. Samara, and you gave it to her? That was very kind of you. Alright, so now we have one more problem. That was pretty easy. You know me. I go from easy to hard. Let's look at the next problem. In the morning, 398 people went to the Hunt Foster Park. In the evening, 172 people went home. How many people are still at the park? So all together at the park, how many people went to the Hunt Foster Park, Darius? 398 people were at the park. People decided it's getting dark. The evening is coming, so they said, see you later, and they went home. So this whole group decided, see you later, and they ran away. Okay? I want to know how many people are left. How many people are still at the park? So this is what we started with. This is how many people went home. How do I find out how many people are still there? If I had this many, and then I took that away, what kind of a problem is that, Mark? Excuse me?
Subtraction problem.
Sorry?
Subtraction problem!
Okay. And when I do a subtraction problem, Justin, I can put 172 minus 398. Taylor, what do I have to write?
You have to take the greater number and put it at the top, and then the smaller number goes at the bottom.
And Sierra, I bet you could tell me which number is greater. So 398 is greater, and I'm subtracting, so I put a minus sign. And Isaiah, what was the next number I put? 172. I can just look at the ones. 8 minus 2 I know is 6. 9 minus 7 I know is 2. And 3 minus 1, remember we said 3 minus 1, we should know this already, and that is 2. How many people are still at the park? Elise. 226 people are still at the park, and it's pretty late out. Wow. Good luck. I heard the later at the park, the more animals come out. Now that we've practiced 2 times here, you're going to practice 2 times